So in this video, I'll be teaching you guys 3 different ways to create this liquid explosion effect in After Effects, just like you're seeing on your screen now. But without further ado, let's get straight into this video. Alright, so here in After Effects, you see I have 3 clips already on my timeline. And basically here I just have my background layer, and then I duplicated that. And then above it, I have Lil Uzi, our subject, rotoscoped out, as you can see there. And right above that clip, I have my rotoscope clip. Here I turned off all my layers so you can see my subject is actually rotoscope. If you guys don't know how to rotoscope, I will leave a link in the description. But basically for this video, I'll only be touching the middle layer. So here I just clicked on my background 2, cleared my effects. So here for background 2, all I'm going to do is come over to my effects tab and search up displacement map. So here I'm gonna just drag my displacement map down. Now here I'm gonna just go over to my max horizontal and my max vertical, and I'm gonna just keyframe these. Here I'm gonna set my horizontal to 0 and my vertical to about 13. Now I'm gonna come over here and search up turbulent displace. I'm gonna drag this onto my clip again. And over here I'm gonna just drag up my displacement map. And here I'm gonna just keyframe my amount, my complexity, as well as my evolution. So for my amount, I'm gonna go over to like about 180. To my complexity, I'm gonna bump it up to like about 7. And then my evolution, I'm gonna go to about 300. Also, I'm gonna get this one out the way. Then I'm gonna come over to my effects tab. Here I'm gonna just add my hue and saturation. I'm gonna drag this down to my clip. Now here I'm gonna just keyframe my channel range. And here on my master hue, I'm gonna just go over to 180. And then my master saturation, I'm gonna bump up to about 25. And then my master lightness, I'm gonna bump up to 3. And over here, my effects control, I'm gonna also drag this up to stay clean. And then next, I'm gonna come back to my effects tab and I'm gonna just search up for a glow. Here, I'm gonna just drag my glow down. Here, I'm gonna bump my glow threshold to 65, keyframe it, also keyframe my intensity. Here, I'm gonna bump this down to about 0.8, and then I'm gonna come 10 frames over. And here, I'm gonna just drag this back up, and I'm just gonna reset all of these. So here you see we didn't reset to the default settings. So all I'm gonna do is just drag all these down, pressing this. Now here, I'm gonna just go through and I'm gonna make sure to zero out all these effects that are keyframed. Now for your glow threshold, you do want to bump this up to 100, and then your glow intensity, you're gonna want to bring this down to 0. And now if you guys play this through, now you guys see you guys do have an effect that looks something like this. And now moving on to the second one, all we're gonna do is come over to turbulent displace. Here we're just gonna drag down our turbulent displace onto our clip. Then we're gonna drag our cursor to the beginning of the clip. So here again on my effects control, I'm gonna keyframe my amount, size, and my complexity. Here I'm gonna bump my amount to 381. I'm gonna bump my size down to 18. And then I'm gonna boost my complexity up to a 4. Now I'm gonna go over to my effects tab. Here I'm just gonna search up twirl, drag this down to my clip. Here I'm gonna keyframe my angle and my twirl radius. Here I'm gonna boost my angle up to 250, and then my twirl radius I'm gonna bump up to like a 47. Now coming back to your effects tab, all we're gonna add is liquefy. Here I'm gonna just drag this down to my clip. Here I'm gonna grab my smudge tool, and here I'm gonna just go around adding this to the background. Then down here I'm gonna go to distortion percentage. I'm gonna keyframe this. Next I'm gonna go back to my effects tab and I'm gonna search up glow. Here I'm gonna drag down my stock glow, and again here I'm gonna just keyframe my glow threshold and my intensity. My glow threshold I'm gonna leave at 60, and my intensity I'm gonna bump up to 4. Now here I'm gonna go about 12 frames over, and I'm gonna reset all of these. But real quick, I'm just gonna press shift on my first effect, and then I'm gonna press shift on my last effect, and then I'm gonna just press this button up, and now I should be able to reset all these easy. And here again, you're just gonna bring all these down. Here you're just gonna go back through and zero out all your keyframed effects. For your glow, don't forget to bump this up to 100 and then bump this down to 0. And now for some secret sauce, here you can just add your HLS, drag this down to your clip. Now here you can just keyframe your hue, drag this slider down. Now come to the end of your effect and just bump this down to 0. Now you see we have an effect that plays out something like this. So the next way I'm gonna teach you guys on how to create this effect is using the paid preset, and that is the Liquid Explosion Pack by Brian Dalmada. The Liquid Explosion Pack is a drag and drop preset pack that allows you to create these liquid explosion effects within minutes and professionally dialed in already. So definitely make sure to go check those out. And if you want $5 off your code, make sure to use code CRAZY at checkout. Now back into the video, I'm gonna just go to my presets. Here I'm gonna go to user presets. Here you see I have Liquid Explosion Pack, and here I'm gonna just make sure my cursor is at the beginning of my clip. So over here I'm gonna just drag on my acid rain, and now you guys do see we have this effect right here. So real quick, I want to show you guys another example. Here I'm gonna just click Ricky Morty. This is another one of my favorites. Here you see we have this effect. Now moving on to another one of my favorites. It has to be this melting face right here. Now just look at this. And the cool thing about these presets is not only that you get to use them on a background, but you can actually use them on a subject as well. And me personally, you guys do see that I know how to recreate these effects, and I can make tutorials to teach you guys. But personally, I recommend you either making your own presets or going out to buy your own presets, as they will be able to save you a load of time in the future. But that will conclude this video. If you guys did enjoy this video, please drop me a thumbs up. And if you want to keep watching content like this, click on the video YouTube recommends you to watch next. Peace.